Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today you can tell by the really bad lighting, the really bad quality. I'm filming this on my laptop. Just because this is kind of a really random video and I don't have my camera with me at the moment. So I figured just like do it here and upload it because I felt the need to. I wanted to talk about something. I have a Twitter. If you have a Twitter, and you follow people of this generation, you would probably understand the topic I'm going to talk about. People on Twitter, mainly, and especially in this generation, are so negative. Like, so negative, and I know that they mean it in, like, a joking way, but after a while, it's just kind of like, are you, like, actually joking or no? For example, people will, like, complain about, they're like, "Oh my god, I really don't wanna wake up tomorrow." Like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself tomorrow." But, like, they don't, it's not even like they're legit about it and they, like, are contemplating it legitimately because they're depressed and they're going through rough times. Like, when people say that, like, that's really not something to joke about because, like, suicide and death are, like, very serious topics, and I don't understand why in this generation it's become a thing for people to joke around about it, like, so lighthearted like that. Basically, to put a long story short, um, people are joking around about dying and saying how they want to die and they hope that they die because life is just like so hard and stressful right now. And I get that it can be hard and stressful, and I can get that, but at the same time, like, one, you don't joke about it. Two, there are people going through such a rough time right now, whether that like a health issue, like a medical condition, that are going through rough times right now, who wish they would be living as long as possible, and they don't, like, they have fatal conditions and they don't even know, like, how much longer they're going to be able to breathe for, you know what I mean? And they just, like, wish that they could, like, live so long, and they're, like, on the brink of dying, and it's so sad. And there are people here who are totally healthy and totally fine, and I understand if you're, like, if you're going through rough times and stuff, but at the same time, like, you're sitting here talking about death like how you want it so badly, but you shouldn't, because there are people who want life so badly and, like, who are actually going through rough times, and I feel like you saying that is almost like mocking the people who, like, can't live much longer. Or people use social media to talk about their beef between other people, like their personal problems with another person, like they bring it to, that is what I'd like to call an attention whore. Because if you have an issue with someone, you don't bring it to social media and, like, talk about it on social media. You talk to them like a civil human being, like, alone, and you work your stuff out with them, and you don't bring it to, that's just, like, so childish, and I've seen so many people do that, and it's like, why do you do that? It's just like, this generation is so negative about everything. Like, for example, they're negative about school, and honestly, I get it. I really do get it. That's the one thing that I'm, like, on board with, kind of. But when you go to it 24/7 and you're there majority of your week, majority of your day, and you spend, like, majority of your time doing, like, going to school and coming home and doing homework as well, like, you can't really get away from it. So you gotta cope with it and go with it and figure out a way to make it work. But that doesn't mean that if you hate school and you don't want to go, that you're negative about it all the time. Like, you just have to look at it in a positive way. Like, what I do is I think about how there's so many kids around the world who wish they had education, who wish they could go to school, and who, like, envy us for being able to. And we're sitting here like, ew, I hate school. Like, I just feel like that's so selfish, and I don't know. Like, I do understand that the school system is, like, definitely different, and, like, it's not really about learning anymore. It's more so about passing and, like, doing well and, like, just school really knows how to like suck the motivation out of you. And yeah, there are negative things to it, but like you just got to try and look at the positives of it. And while we're on this topic, like man, let's get deep. Like you got to find the positives of every situation because believe it or not, there's a positive to everything. And even if it's like the worst situation, there's always a positive to it. And like that's how so many people get through it because like if times are hard, I understand, but you go through things because you're strong. Like you won't ever be faced with a situation that you can't handle. You may think you can't handle it, but you truly can. So, it's just kind of like you got to look at things with a positive mindset because I know that there are people that I've witnessed or that are in my life who tend to let things stress them out and take hold of their actions and how they feel and how they react and how and like oh I'm just so stressed, I'm so this, I'm so that. And I used to be that way. I used to get so stressed and angry and let everything get to me, and I really wish I could explain what I did to totally transform into a different person with a different and better mindset, I guess. And I really don't get stressed out much even when I should sometimes. It's just that I know that stressing out is just like not healthy, and I just know that things are going to be okay, and that if like that just I need to if I'm basically you can't go about a situation like so stressed out and like spastic and like oh my god what do I do because that just makes it worse and it makes you feel worse and it's just not good for your health if you're stressed out all the time. A lot of people look at themselves and they're like, wow, I don't like what I see. I've been there. I know how it feels. I'm still in this moment, in this current moment in time, trying to be better at that because honestly, I feel like everybody, even the most beautiful models that you've ever laid your eyes on, they look in the mirror and see things that they don't like about themselves. Like, we all do it. It's a human thing. You're not going to like everything about yourself. But if you just try to open your mindset into thinking more positively, it's seriously going to change so much about your life. I don't know how I ended up in such a deep like conversation, but I'm into it. So, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, sorry. Whoa, no, whoa. Quick, side note. Uh, this is actually like so off topic, but it just popped in my head. And since we're talking about like situations, might as well talk about this one. Westboro Baptist Church, if you've never heard of them, like you're very lucky. Good for you. But basically, yeah, they are homophobic AF, man. Like to a point where it's like inhumane and like not okay. Being homophobic is like not okay in general because I just don't get why it matters. Like, I'll never understand that because it's their business with who they like and who they're sexually attracted to. First of all, you can't control that. That's like me and how I'm interested in guys. I can't control that. Are special and perfect and everything in their own way and like they're all loved. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Like you look at a person's character and who they are as people. If they're good people or not, if they have good hearts and good souls, that's the things that matter. Like not who they like. I don't care if you think it's biblically biblically incorrect because I don't give a flying frickadoodle what like I don't care. Basically long story short, that's not cool. Because I saw that and like people were holding up signs and like God hates gays and like all of these different things and like that just makes my blood boil because no. What's the number one thing that is preached in the Bible? Love. Peace. Like What a concept. Also, another thing, since we're on that topic, why why do people use gay as an insult? Like, wow, what a queer, or like, oh my god, you're so gay for like wearing pink, brother. Like, why? Like, what? It is 2017. Being gay is a lifestyle and a way that people live. Why is it an insult? Like, you're so immature and stupid. And I'm saying this because, again, on Twitter, I see people my age, like at my high school or even older, who say that all the time. And I think it's like a trend. And like, you're so cool. Like, they vape 24/7 too. Like, vape life. Oh my God. So, yeah, just happiness and love is the number one ingredient for life, bro. Like, but I hope you enjoyed this video and you kept up. This is just like a random sit down, like just talking about the world's problems. Honestly, I loved it, and I'm gonna keep doing this because I'm into it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below by hitting that subscribe button, and you will get notified every time I post. And I think that's pretty freaking great. I'll see you next time. Bye!